Hi, my name's Paramdeet and I work at the Mary Ward Legal Centre. I understand you've come to see me today because you've got a problem with your Employment and Support Allowance.
Yes, my ESA has stopped and I can't understand why. I've got these letters.
Okay. I see. Okay, so you've received a letter dated the 10th of January saying that you're no longer entitled to Employment and Support Allowance. Another is of the same date saying that you've been found not to have limited capability for work. Have you recently been to a medical assessment?
Yeah, I went to one on the 23rd of December and I didn't hear anything back until these letters came. I checked my account this morning and as usual my money's meant to go in on a Friday, it hasn't come in and I don't know what to do because I've got bills to pay.
Well, you can challenge the decision that you've received about your ESA, but this may take some time and you may need to consider making a claim for job seekers allowance in the meantime because you won't be entitled to any payments of ESA while you're going through the first part of the challenge process. I will explain this to you step by step, but firstly, do you want to challenge the decision that you've received? Do you still feel as though you are unfit for work or have your conditions improved?
No, I still get very anxious about things. I see a psychiatrist every couple of months and they give me medication to keep me calm. I also have really bad pain in my legs, so I can't walk far, and I'm meant to be having an operation but I still don't know when that is, and I explained all of this to the doctor at the DWP and he also saw that I actually have a stick to walk with.
Okay, well as I said, you can challenge the decision that you've received and there's normally 1 month in which to do so. The letter you had was dated the 10th of January and it's the 6th of February today, so we're still within the time limit. We can contact the Department for Work and Pensions today by phone and request a mandatory reconsideration, and I can give them some more information about your anxiety and how this affects you. We'll also follow up this request in writing so that you've got a record of having made it. Have you got any letters at home about your knee problems and the surgery that you're waiting for?
I do have them somewhere at home, so I'll find them and I'll bring them in.
Thank you. The DWP will need to consider the extra information that you provide to see whether or not they can change the decision in your favour. If they do revise their decision, your ESA will be reinstated. But if they don't change their decision, you will need to submit an appeal to an independent tribunal. This can take some time, but again, you would need to submit the appeal within 1 month of the date of the mandatory reconsideration notice. Do you have any other income or was it just the ESA?
No, I only get ESA.
Okay, in that case you will need to consider making a claim for job seekers allowance then, because you're not entitled to any ESA until the appeal is registered. Have you ever made a claim for JSA before?
Yes, I used to claim JSA before I went sick about 18 months ago, and to be honest I found the whole thing really stressful.
Okay, well you can make the claim for job seekers allowance by phone, but you would need to attend a face-to-face assessment in order for the claim to be accepted. Now, by signing on for JSA, you would be saying that you are available for and looking for work, although you would be able to put reasonable restrictions on the type of work that you might accept and your journey time into work. Is this okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall we contact the DWP now to request the mandatory reconsideration?
Yes, please.
Employment and Support Allowance, or ESA. To get ESA, you must have a limited capability for work. The Department for Work and Pensions, or DWP, will call you for a face-to-face medical assessment. If you do not pass the assessment, your ESA will stop. You cannot appeal the decision unless you have asked the DWP to reconsider their decision. This is called a mandatory reconsideration, and you must request this within 1 month of the DWP decision. If the DWP do not change their decision, you can then appeal to an independent tribunal. You must do this within 1 month. ESA can be paid while you're waiting for the appeal to be heard, but isn't paid during the mandatory reconsideration process. While waiting for the outcome of the mandatory reconsideration, you may want to consider claiming job seekers allowance if you have no other income. You should tell the DWP about reasonable restrictions on your availability for work.